Hey everybody, Happy New Year and welcome to NectarWineBlog.com. I'm your host, Josh Wade. Today we are going back down to California. I've been going to California a lot lately for wine tasting, and I'm excited today to go to one of the actually most beautiful places that I've virtually visited through these tastings. And I have to say that folks at South Coast Winery, you're more than welcome to invite me down to your place in Temecula, California, and I would be happy to give a thorough review of every activity that you have there in your space, especially the massage treatments that you have down there. The South Coast Winery voted a Golden Bear Award Winery of the Year 2008, 2009, and just in looking through the pictures, it is obvious as why they won. 38 beautiful tended acres around the winery. They've got villas to stay in between 500 and 1,000 square feet, executive villas. They obviously have the spa that I mentioned, restaurants, award-winning restaurants, and we haven't even talked about the wine. So you can go there and have your corporate events for those corporate executive events. You can go and have your wedding. Just beautiful, and hopefully I'm showing some pictures of it all over top of me blabbing about it. So we've got 3 wines here from South Coast Winery, and the first one is their GVR, which is a combination of Grenache, Viognier, and Roussanne. It's 44% Grenache, 36 Viognier, and 20% Roussanne. So we've got 3, actually it's Grenache Blanc, I apologize on that. So 3 white wine grapes that you may or may not be familiar with. Pretty golden in color. Lots of melons on the nose. Really light, kind of fruity. Doesn't come across as being overly sweet. Not sure what the residual sugar is on this. Let's give it a sip. So this wine was aged in French oak, and I'm not sure for exactly how long, but you can definitely get some of that nuttiness and that coconut flavor in through there. What I get a lot of is melons and citrus, with the citrus play being a little bit of that tart and lemon in there. It's a great wine, and I couldn't find the price on it. I would assume that anywhere between 18 and 22 would be in the ballpark for a wine like this. You should have pretty good distribution of these wines. This winery makes about 50 to 65,000 cases a year, so especially in that immediate area around Temecula or Southern California, you should be able to find these. All in all, pretty flavorful wine, pretty complex, and definitely an interesting blend, something that you may not have had before. The second wine in the mix is their 2006 Meritage. Meritage blend joining the Meritage Association. You can't have more than 90% of any one varietal in this wine. This particular one is 56% Merlot, 22% Cabernet Sauvignon, 12% Cab Franc, 10% Petit Verdot. Clocks in at $20. Sorry, $20. Very bright fruit, immediately just right out of the nose. Would classify it more as like a raspberry. And then hints of some kind of earthy minerality there on the back end of the nose there. Let's give it a sip. So for me, this wine is slightly disjointed in the fact that it's got a little bit of a tart mid-palate to it. The aroma that I'm getting doesn't translate evenly in the palate. So for me, it'd be a great food wine. It's got some good structure on the back end. Seems slightly disjointed. The raspberry is there, but it's kind of a tart, underripe raspberry. And then you do get that earth, minerality components in there. Kind of a chalkiness or a pencil lead that I'm getting as the finish ends. So at $20, I would try to find this in the tasting room or go to the tasting room and enjoy this or buy the glass before you really commit to a lot of bottles of it. For me, it's not something that I'm just head over heels for. The last wine is actually a very exciting wine. I have enjoyed it quite a bit. This is their Ruby Cuvée. It's 100% sparkling Syrah. Syrah is used a lot in making of champagne. It's also a Rhone varietal grape. Typically, actually, take that back. Syrah is not made using champagne. Duh. Get my grapes all wrong. I'm an idiot. Chardonnay and Pinot Noir for champagne. So in the Rhone region, you've got your Syrah. Man, I've got myself all disjointed here. So this particular wine is 100% sparkling Syrah. Lots of, again, with raspberry. Maybe I haven't had any raspberries lately, and I promise. But you've got some good bright raspberry in there. Not overly yeasty, just getting a ton of just straight shot berry fruit right up the nose. This is $22. This is a great alternative to just your standard white sparkling wine in there. I'm loving the straightforward fruit flavors that I'm getting on this. A little bit of a tart finish, which is great. Good acidity, low alcohol, fun wine. Something definitely that will liven up a party and be kind of a conversation piece, being as a red sparkling wine rather than your traditional white sparkling wine. Really enjoyed this one out of the three that we've tried here. I'd love to come down to South Coast Winery and visit. If I get a chance, I'm in Southern California, I will definitely make the trip to the south and the east of Los Angeles the next time I'm down in that area. So life's meant to be enjoyed with friends. One of my New Year's resolutions is to drink more geographically diverse. Love to explore wines from different regions of the world that I haven't had an opportunity to try. So hope you're enjoying that with friends. Drink happy.